Hey YouTube, 0 subs. Now that's a big milestone. And if you wonder how I managed to create the smallest professional YouTube channel, stay tuned. Welcome to the smallest professional YouTube channel. Now, honestly, I don't know what to say. I mean, that's a big milestone, 0 subs. Now, I remember when I was a little kid, I could never have thought that one day YouTube would exist. And I couldn't have thought that I would be the first one to create the smallest professional YouTube channel. Now, I think you'll agree with me that most people, they dream of becoming big YouTubers, making millions, being famous and stuff, right? But that was just average to me, just way too much average. So I wanted to go the extra mile and create the first professional 0 sub YouTube channel. And when I say professional, what I mean is that, think about it, at this point in time, I'm the smallest professional YouTube channel with 0 subs. Because granted, there are many millions of YouTube channels with 0 subs, okay? But this is just overnight failure. This is not something they really planned. It just happened. And then you land on those channels and you think, how did they manage to get those 0 subs? They must be professionals, but they're not. This is, like I said, this is overnight failure. But you don't see the 10 years they spent before that trying to fail, miserably, but they didn't manage to do it. So if you think about it, this is history, because right now I have 0 subs. And a little bit later today, when I subscribe to my own channel with another of my YouTube accounts, that moment will be gone forever because I'll be at 1 sub. So you're watching history as it reveals itself. So I'm never going back to 0 subs unless I unsubscribe from my own channel. Now, why did I create this Unfamous Academy channel? Well, I got two versions, the official version and the unfamous version. Now, which one would you like to know? I'm going to give you both reasons anyway. So the official version is that I have another main channel where I actually teach serious stuff like web design, WordPress, and in the process, I realized how tough YouTube can be, especially in these days. If you're trying to start a channel now, I didn't expect it to be that hard. So I'm slowly progressing, but still, I wanted to document the journey. So I thought, why not create a channel where I can just, ramble and talk about stuff? But the thing is, there are so many great channels out there. I'm thinking about Nick Nimmin, I'm thinking about Roberto Blake, many great creators. Now, there's no way I could compete with those channels, and actually there was no point because the information on those channels is really great. So I thought, how could I build something different? And this one, I thought it would be fun to do something entertaining and informational at the same time. And that's how Unfamous Academy channel was born. I had the idea like 5 hours ago, and here's the channel. Now, that was for the boring official version. Now, for the infamous version, the thing is, there are so many big YouTubers out there, and I can feel that it's tough being a famous YouTuber. You get all those millions, you get all those people loving you. I mean, this is a tough life. I mean, you can't go to the restaurant and, just being like the average Joe that nobody looks at or cares about. No, people care about you. And even while you're eating, so you be, I don't know, you be at Burger King or you be in a big restaurant, and while you're eating doing nothing, you're actually making money. Now, how tough is that? You got the money rolling in the bank, you get the fame, you get all the views, and you got so much more problems that come with all that fame. I mean, that's a tough life. So I'm actually on a mission to help big YouTubers become small again, so they can have just a regular life and, they can be the average Joe. And I also want to help you because I want to save you from all you'd have to go through, all the hassle of becoming a big YouTuber. So I'm going to teach you on this channel how to stay really small, how to make sure that you don't reach that 100,000 subs or 1 million subs, like some of those YouTubers. Unfortunately, they had to go through that. I'm thinking about Peter McKinnon, Marcus Brownlee, PewDiePie, it's really tough, How do you want to deal with all that fame? I mean, I want to help those people and I want to help you because I want to make sure that your life is, boring enough. I want to make sure that you can invest in the 9 to 5, you can enjoy the 9 to 5. And I think that's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun we can share on this channel. I want to make sure that you don't become that famous and you don't have all that money that's going to bring you so many trouble. So if you want to know what to do to stay small, just subscribe to this channel. Now, if you have more than 1 billion subscribers, don't subscribe. Now, I didn't say 1 million. I said if you have more than 1 billion subscribers, don't subscribe to this channel because unfortunately, I have a lot of skills, but if you reach 1 billion, there's nothing I can do for you, fortunately. Now, I'm not saying it would always be the case. I'm just saying at that point in time, my skills aren't big enough to help people with 1 billion subscribers, but you never know. As my skill progresses, I may be able to help you. Now, if you believe in sketchy spiritual stuff, then we may be able to settle something, right? But of the channel. Now, I'm counting on you to actually like this video and share it with some friends that are maybe they are on the way of becoming YouTube famous, or maybe they dream about becoming YouTube famous. And I'm really counting on you so that you can share and spread the good word of the Unfamous Academy. Now, one thing you can do before you move on to the next YouTube video is just to let me know what scares you. Let me know what actually gave you results, what grew your channel, so that I can really teach you how to stop doing that. I can teach you how to stay small and have one of the smallest channels on YouTube, and maybe one day you can also reach that professional 0 or 1 sub. I'm really going to teach you all the techniques that you need to do if you want to stay that small. Now, contrary to some of the things that you find here on YouTube, I'm not selling you a get small quick scheme, Now, there's no get small quick scheme, actually. It's not magical. You're going to have to work really hard to achieve that. And I want to be upfront about it. But the reward is that once you put in the work, to stay small, and when you reach that 1 sub, 0 sub, but professionally, I'm talking professionally, I'm not talking about overnight failure. When you reach that level after all that hard work, you will remember, you started maybe at 100,000 and you managed to get back to 1 sub. I mean, professionally. Now, you'll thank me later, but in the meantime, what I want you to do is to make sure you come back and make sure you spread the word. Now, of course, the best way to do that is to subscribe to this channel, which actually kind of defeats the purpose of staying small, But since you're like the only one watching, you might as well subscribe because no one else is watching, right? Because I made sure that no one else could actually find this video. So all you have to do is sub, and okay, I reach 2 subscribers, from 0 to 2, but it's still small, it's still tiny, and other people are gonna have a hard time to beat me at that game anyways. So just make sure that you join my family of Unfamous Academicians. Now, I have big plans for these channels. Well, actually, I should say I have small plans for these channels, but I have big, small plans, if you know what I mean. Now, I hope that you enjoy irony because this channel is going to be full of that. Oh yeah, one last thing before you go. What are your tips and tricks to stay really, really small? Maybe there's some tips and tricks that I didn't think of, and I really like to know what you do to stay really small. Let me know in the comments. So it's now time for me to go and work on my marketing plan. So I'll see you in the next video, but don't forget, you can be unfamous too.